Welcome in, one and all. We do unfortunately have sad news to report that our last episode was lost. We are going to recreate a couple of the matches from that one here, and if the results go the same way, then we'll stick with them as they are. If they don't, then we'll make it a 2 out of 3 matches spectacular, and then we'll figure it out from there. We had 2 HMV Steelbook qualifying matches in that one, which was the first match on the cards here. The Turkish Mountain taking on Atomic Andy was one of them. The Turkish Mountain won the first time around, and the other match was the Firefighter taking on the Mystery, in which the Firefighter won pretty resoundingly in that one. The Turkish Mountain sprung the upset though, and we'll look to do the same here again. And the other match to speak of really in the lost episode was the Witch Mother taking on Dude Jeans. The Witch Mother assaulting Dude Jeans on the ramp on the way to the ring, and then injuring his knee during the course of the match. The Dude Jeans managed to prevail and win the match, but at what cost, we have to ask. It might be some time before we see Dude Jeans back in the KEW. We'll focus back now then to the match at hand. The Turkish Mountain sprung an upset against Atomic Andy. It felt like an upset at the time. Atomic Andy came out fast and furious, but was to no avail in the end. He was the athlete who ended up losing, only to face the embarrassment of not qualifying for the Steelbook match. Gets a chance at redemption here then if he can beat the Turkish Mountain and force it to a third and final match between the two to seal qualification. And there he is, showing off the tag team title there to the crowd and to his opponent. His opponent, of course, wants that tag team title around his waist. He'll have to wait an extra couple of weeks for it now, thanks to the lost episode. We'll figure that one out in due course, ladies and gentlemen. Atomic Andy then will see this as a good reprieve for him, an opportunity to regain what he'd thought he'd lost last week around in front of the live KEW fans and the announcing team, instead of which gets a opportunity to rewrite history to some degree. He'll know that he's got an uphill battle though if he's to get to the qualifying match, the HMV Steelbook match. He'll have to win 2 of the next 3 against the Turkish Mountain, a difficult prospect indeed. In he comes to the ring then with that Big Bird Championship around his shoulder, showing it off to the KEW faithful, and you can see the Turkish Mountain lumbering up on the outside, looking ready and raring to go. There was a 4th match on the cards, ladies and gentlemen, last week around, which saw the Tange take on the Torpedo, and the Tange beat the Torpedo pretty resoundingly, and we'll see the Tange later today against another one of the Misfits, the Yeti, in action. He'll look to continue his course up the power rankings, or will the Yeti be able to put pay to it and stop the charge up the power rankings? Here we go then, the two of them locking up immediately as Andy throws him into the corner. Coming out for another fast start is the Atomic Giant. Gets hold of him and whips him out of the corner, slamming him on his back. He's down on the matting and holding the back already. You can see there as the big fella's over the top rope. Up to the top turnbuckle now, tells his man to get to his feet. A big elbow there from the top ropes. Stomping on the shoulder and the back now, working the power base of the Turkish Mountain, who gets a long leg up and meets Andy's flush in the face on. A big splash there on the big fella on the floor, and the two Goliaths of the KEW going at one another here. Gets hold of Andy now, scoops him up onto the shoulder and slams him down on the knee, doing the damage to the back. But Andy's quickly up, only to be met instantly by the Turkish Mountain, who clotheslines him back down to the ground. Lifts him high up off the floor now, above his head, parading him around the ring here. The power on display from the Mountain Oz. He drops him square on his face there. That's a big man to be landing that hard on the KEW matting. It's like he didn't go through the ring Just a 1 count there though, and he able to roll the shoulder, and the match is taking much a similar start as it did before. He's rolled him up onto the shoulder and gives him his own atomic drive off the mat there, and he won't be happy about that one. That's not the first time he's encountered that. Now gets a knee to the head here, and it's all mounting all the time, and he's at a complete world of bother here. I said the safety men have been slow for weeks here. Big power slam there, hooks the leg now. 1, 2, just a 2 count there, and he have a little bit left in the tank to get a shoulder up, but you've got to wonder how much more he can take. And look at this here, showing off really the Turkish mountains. He pins Andy to the floor and then stomps on the back there, flexing the muscles, and Andy won't be happy about that one. You'd have to say the safety men do look stronger as a team, but they've not really been at it as a team even still. The pair of them have been very slow out of the blocks as Andy now crawls out under the bottom rope onto the top here. Oh, gets a knee up vitally to stop the onslaught on the mountain there, but too slow to get back in the ring, and the mountain lifts him high now and squeezing the life out of him, trying to bear hug him. Andy battles back out with those atomic elbow blows right to the neck there, and a double shot to the head. Now goes for a clothesline of his own, gets caught though, and that'll slam down to the ground by the mountain as he continues all his offense all at once here, screams to the crowd, and now might look to go to the top rope and put this one away. Big man incoming up to the top rope he goes here, and big splash there off the ropes, hooks a leg high. 1, just a 1 count though. I'm surprised Andy managed to kick out at a 1, to be honest with you. I'd have thought it would have taken a little more out of him than that, and would he look to put him away. The Turkish Delight here gets hold of him, spins him up and round. Oh, the Turkish Slam goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, there it is. Big Dan qualifies pretty succinctly and completely puts Andy in his place and out of the way. Goodness gracious me, I didn't think he'd wrap him up that fast the second time. And again, the disrespect here, the little crotch chop for him, just what Andy won't want to have seen. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, a resounding victory for the Mountain, and Andy will be very disappointed to have lost 2 out of 2 to him. Holding his arms high, there you go. You can see Andy on the outside. He looks spent. You've got to wonder how much energy he's lost and exerted here. Didn't really get going at all in the match. Completely controlled by the Turkish Mountain. And we'll move on to our second match for the evening, which sees another one of the Misfits. The Misfits that'll be gunning for those tag team titles now. And the Turkish Mountain will know that by beating Atomic Andy, he's opened up the possibility for a championship match next week on the KEW, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to have to do a third match, and of course Cold Ears here, if he deals with Tange, that'll do him the power of good as well. The frost fills the arena as the cold Northern Yeti Slayer makes his way to the ring.
From London, England, weighing in at 247 pounds.
Cold Ears, of course, has been on somewhat of a rampage in the KEW in the recent weeks. Ever since the Royal Rumble, really, where he eliminated Atomic Andy, which kind of sparked a rivalry of sorts between the two. And since then, he's driven himself up the KEW's power rankings, and he's sitting just outside that top 5. He knows if he can defeat Tange here, it might put him in great shape to be in a number one contenders match in the future for the belt that Benji currently holds. Makes his way into the ring, does the Yeti. He looks focused. Tange, similarly, on the opposite side of the spectrum, would also know if he's able to knock off the Yeti here, that'll put him in great standings to push on and move his way up those power rankings and potentially break into those top 5 or 6 again and put himself back in the reckoning for a KEW No One Contenders match and a potential title shot. He looks a bit relaxed there, does Cold Ears, maybe a bit cocky and cocksure of his victory incoming. He'll have to deal with one of the most informed wrestlers in the KEW, the Tange. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with this season, we feel. He started it as he means to go on so far. Started at the bottom of the power rankings, but has been firmly whooping his way up to the top. He's had a few close calls on the way, but dealt with a torpedo pretty resoundingly last time out in the Lost episode. We'll have to hope that it's he'll look to push himself again here and really dominate the Yeti and get back into those top reckonings for the power rankings. As the pyrotechnics go off in the KEW arena, the Tange is focused, ready to go. Here we go then, the bell rings and the two men square up in the ring. They've not had much chance to interact with one each other so far in the KEW, but the Tange starting the fastest here, the big back body drop immediately, putting Cold Ears on the ropes and then lifting him high and up and over into the KEW's centre of the ring. And the fans will be pleased to see one of their fan favourites, the Tange, getting out to an early start here. Whips him over now, has him in the reverse Boston Crab here, really wrenching the back. Lifts him high, carries him over, drops him face first now into the corner of the turnbuckle there, choking him now, stomping on the guts. The domination so far by the Tange man. Jumps on top of Cold Ears now pummeling the life out of him. A few quick shots there. A stomp on the shoulder. Sorry, we're just double checking that we are actually broadcasting. We are indeed. Well, we should be at least. Tange continuing the assault here. We apologise for that brief intermission there. Going for the hands of Cold Ears. Now goes for the face, stomping directly on the nose there. And a big knee drop as well. Really working around Cold Ears, wrenching the ankles now, working every part of the body of the Yeti, trying to wear him down as quickly as he can. But Cold Ears fires up somehow. A bit of motivation there out of nothing. Few furious chops and a clothesline now. Drops Tange through the mat here, and a big knee to the face as well. Picks Cold Ears up now, those Tange is quickly back into the match, and scoop slam there of the under and over, and look at that, wipes his hands, goes for the cover, 1, 2, just a 2 count there though. Tange will be a little disappointed he didn't get a bit more out of that. The running knee strike now though, straight to the head. Now looks to climb high into the top corner here with Cold Ears down in the middle of the ring. Says to Cold Ears, get to your feet, sunshine. He's slowly up to his feet here, and a big axe handle smash drives him down to the ground as the Yeti rolls out under the bottom rope, and Tange now rolls out to join him, running around the ring here, gets hold of Cold Ears. I thought he might go for a clothesline there, but bounces his face off the KEW's outside of the arena there on the ring matting. Gets hold of him and whips him back into the ring now. I thought he might look to send him to the ring post up to a 3 count. As Tange slowly makes his way around and is saying to the KEW fans, get ready for something special here, but he allows Cold Ears too much time to get back to his feet here. Might be a way back into the match for the Yeti yet. Massive chop there from the Yeti, turns Tange around and now goes for the assault on the spine. Furious hits here from the Yeti. Tange battles back out of it though and reverses fortunes and gives him an elbow to the back or two, and another chop to the back of the neck there. Now it's the Yeti's turn, who gets back out of it and now is assaulting Tange from behind in the corner. Something I'm sure both men aren't accustomed to. A few furious chops there from the Yeti, and now the boot up on the neck of the Tange. You can see they're choking him, trying to really wind him and work the in the upper areas. And look at this, Tanj smartly rolls out of the ring to avoid whatever the Yeti had coming. The KEW fans were ready for it and thought that Tanj was going to go for a Tanj knockout, but he gets a Yeti driver instead. The Yeti swiftly up there. 1, 2. Oh, and Tanj gets a shoulder up, avoids disaster and an upset, really, that would have been. It's been pretty much Tanj on top, but for a few furious strikes from the Yeti. Tanj now blocks the kick, huge big kick to his leg as well, scoops up the Yeti now onto the shoulder and carries him across the ring. The power on display, drops him face first into the corner of the ring. Furious strikes on the floor now. Tanj furious with his opponent and a stomp on the ribs for good measure. He might go for it again, but the Yeti rolls him over. Comes at him himself. Few furious sits there, and the Yeti saying, time to put you away, sunshine. And Tanj up now, oh, but only to get that double drop kick straight in the chest. Big knee strike now to the face. The Yeti is furious. Perhaps it's the drawing of the blood that Tanj did early on with a big stomp and a big splash now off the top rope there. And can he get another Yeti driver off and put Tanj away here? He's ready and poised for it. What's Tanj got left in the tank here, ladies and gentlemen? Gets hold of him, scoops him between the legs. Oh no, rolls him up for a massive power bomb. Covers him up as well. 1, 2, 3, it was enough to put Tanj away. The Yeti will keep his place in the top 5 of the KEW power rankings, and it's the first defeat Tanj has had to face in many a week in the KEW. He will not be happy with the Yeti. He will not be happy with himself in his own performance either. He'll take a long, hard look in the mirror here, will the Tanj, and you can see the blood dripping down the Yeti's face. He says, this is my time. I'm going to go for the KEW title. Nothing's going to stop me. I will be the KEW's double champion. We're coming for the tag belts, and I will be the man to push on and go for the KEW championship as well. He may well have to face Big Dan on his way up as well. We'll have to see how that one progresses with the Misfits too. And we'll move on now to our next HMV Steelbook qualifying match, and this will see Mark taking on the Ploughman. This one, of course, not a rescheduled one. This was always on the cards for this week, so we'll see. In our first main look at Mark, his new persona as the Skeleton King, and we'll see here if Benji has anything to say during the course of the match. We have, of course, seen, here he comes, the little man is carrying the steel chair as well. I was just about to say, we have, of course, seen violent interactions on Twitter between the Skeleton King, or X as it's now known, and Benji. There's been numerous threats that he is going to take that steel chair, he said. He took a little picture of it, posted it on his social media and said, get ready to get acquainted to my friend. And carries it down to the ring for him now. He's ready for Benji anytime, anywhere. Into the ring he steps. He's now going as the Skeleton King. Has the steel chair, folds it high above for the KEW fans as the flames erupt from the corner post, chucks it out of the ring in a vicious, angry rage. He's an angry little man, and he looks motivated and ready to go. He'll look to book his place in the HMV qualifier, or the HMV Steelbook briefcase match here. He'll know, as long as that match, that steel briefcase gives him a match with Benji, he won't care, but he'll know, have a tough match on his hands here. The Ploughman, a difficult customer indeed. One of the Coven. We've seen him get involved with Miz Kasuj and others in matches recently. Involved from the outside. We've not seen a lot of him in one-on-one action, but he was, of course, the first winner of the HMV Steelbook briefcase. Last year, of course, everyone qualified via their power ranking status. This year, a different case. Qualifying matches it is. And that means that he has to qualify to get back into the final event here. He won't have been particularly pleased about that, but he is a customer who is able to knock off anybody in the KEW. Perhaps a surprise, though, that he's chosen to come to the ring on his own, or perhaps Miz Kasuj didn't see the need to send anybody down with him. She figured he could deal with Mark all on his own. We've not seen Mark in action, of course, since he went into that slump at the end of the last season, which saw him ultimately lose to Benji in the pay-per-view. But you can see a little man looking focused on the outside and ready to go. Here he goes, and flying out immediately, Hurricanrana's the ploughman down to the ground. I said he was looking motivated on the outside, goes for the elbow, perhaps too aggressive there, as the ploughman now catches him with a little running drop kick off the ropes. Oh, massive moonsault there, caught him standing up as well, goodness gracious me, and now clotheslines him straight to the outside. Mark wasting no time inflicting a damage here, waiting patiently in the corner for his opponent now though, lets him climb into the ring, gets hold of him here, whips him into the corner there, and now charges at him. Big clothesline there up, second rope, gets on top of him, spins around for a tornado DDT, and already the ploughman looking in a spot above here, spinning leg drop there as he drops straight on top of the ploughman, and it's Mark who's in the ascendancy early doors here, gets hold of the ploughman, carries him to the ropes, bounces him off. Oh, the nasty elbows to the spine here, trying to inflict as much damage in the back as possible. Oh, and again another vicious shot to the back from Mark. That's hold of the ploughman. Oh, drives him down into the matting again, and the ploughman has not got going here at all. Whipping neck breaker now, diving over the top of him, gets hold of the legs here, and he's not going to do the double leg drop. Oh, drops straight into the gentleman's bits. Look, he headbutts him in the stomach as well as the ploughman rolls to the outside for what he thinks might be a breather, but Mark over the ropes. Oh, crossbody there, high flying little man as he sends the ploughman down on the outside, goes to go give him the kick in the guts there, but the ploughman stops him and gets hold of him on the outside and hooks the legs now, and I thought he might go for the pedigree, but rolls him up, and no, Mark, oh, Hurricanrana's him down here. I thought it might have been a pedigree or some sort of hooked powerbomb there from the ploughman, but Mark reverses, gets Hurricanrana off, whips the ploughman back into the ring, and now look at this, doing a little bit of showboating on the outside, slapping the chest, mocking those who have come before him in the wrestling industry. The late great Eddie Guerrero, perhaps, flicks over the ropes. Oh, and a big drop kick to the spine of the ploughman, rolls him over for the cover here to put it away and qualify pretty easily. Just a one count. No, the ploughman has a bit more left in the tank yet. Mark stomps on the head here. And the ploughman up and round. Oh, drags him down. A knee shot to the back there, and another one. And now Mark's had a reversal of fortunes, and he might be the man who needs a bit of rest and recovery. The ploughman on the assault here. Mark now battles back out of it with a few swift elbows to the guts of the ploughman. A furious right fist. The ploughman stops the second one though, and it gets hold of him, whips him into the corner here, and Mark taking a little rest and a breather for a second. And the ploughman introduces him to that top turnbuckle there. Mark with the big elbow to batter back out of the corner, now spins around. Oh, I thought he was going to jump on top of his man, but the ploughman sends him down and puts him on the floor. The ploughman turns his back though, was looking to try and take the top turnbuckle cover off, but Mark caught him shy, gets the Hurricanrana off, but then is too slow in his assault, and the ploughman manages to come back after him. The referee won't get out of the way though, as Mark has his face introduced to the top turnbuckle there. Now the ploughman perhaps going for a high-flying move of his own, spins around, and oh, snap suplex there, sending Mark across the ring there, stomping on the head now. Little fella down on the big knee there into Mark's face as he rolls to the outside to take a breather himself, and the ploughman, look at this, the disrespect from him, wiping his feet on the ring mat towards Mark, and now looks to dive over the top rope himself. Oh, massive flying effort there from the ploughman. Looked like he caught him arse first in the face as well. Now gets hold of Mark and sends him dangerously close to that ring post. It's a good job Mark fell over, but he's getting knees in the kidneys on the outside, and the ploughman is looking to maybe put this one away anytime he can. Sends him now down towards the barricades onto a 2 count here. The ploughman climbs back into the ring. The referee saying, come on, you're right out there, little buddy, get yourself up. Up to a 3 count now. Mark's not moving on the outside. Perhaps some serious damage has been done to the kidneys of the little man. He's up now, and the ploughman is waiting for him in the ring. We saw the ploughman have a little worship of his dark gods in between there. Now Mark battling back here, furious elbows to get the ploughman off of him. Little kick there sends him into the corner. A dangerous place to be with a little high flyer. Now big Hurricanrana drags him over and down to the ground. He's quickly back to his feet though. Mark gets hold of him swiftly, whips him down now, and a big drop kick to the back of the head there, looking to inflict the extra damage to the cranium of the ploughman. Ducks under the hit here, gets hold of him. Oh, he's going to spin him round. It's one we've known as the assassin's edge there. Spins him round, picks him up now, perhaps mocking the assassin, pulling off his move, gives him the kick to the guts, has hold of the hand here. Takes him over to the ropes, up to the top he goes and flies him across, big arm drag across the ring there. And look at this, the Ploughman's up and from behind has hold of him, scoops him up there, lifts him onto the shoulder, drops him onto the ropes, and down goes Mark. There was a momentary distraction there, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, Mark gets a shoulder up though. I believe that distraction was meant to be Benji, our KEW champion, coming down to the ring, but I'm not sure where he was, ladies and gentlemen. I thought he was going to come down and watch the match from the outside, but we're not sure if the KEW champion has graced us with his presence or not. He might not have seen it necessary. Perhaps Mark just saw the ghost of him in the audience. The Ploughman now has Mark upside down in the Tree of Woe in the corner, though, and Mark will not be happy that that momentary distraction managed to cause the Ploughman to get back in control of this one. He was putting the match away pretty swiftly and succinctly. He rolls over now and the Ploughman kicks him in the chops and goes for the cover. 1. Just a 1 count there though. Mark slow back to his feet. The Ploughman gives him a kick in the guts. He's going to look to put it away with a little stomp here and stomps him in the back of the head. And will that be enough? Will it be good night, Marky? 1, 2. Oh, Mark's just kicked out there. Oh my goodness gracious me. I thought that was it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought the Ploughman had punched his ticket. We've seen that demonic stomp in the past, put many of people away. Whips Mark into the ropes now and drop kicks him, but Mark manages to sidestep it at the last second there. Now Mark off the ropes himself. Big crossbody sends the Ploughman down to the ground. Picks the Ploughman up. I thought Mark might be going for the corner there. I think he thought better of it. Gives him a kick to the guts here. Off the ropes he goes and spinning neck breaker there. And looks to be working the Ploughman into the position that he wants him in. Big forearm shot to the face. Sends him down to the ground. Hops over the ropes now. Is he going to go to the top rope here? He is indeed. Is it time for Mark to get froggy from the top? It is. Frog splash. Hooks the legs. 1, 2, 3, that's enough to put it away there. Mark takes the victory. A resounding win for him in the end. Battle to pull it off. Well, there is meant to be an assault happening here, ladies and gentlemen, but it seems that the lights have gone out in the KEW arena. We can hear the sounds of someone being viciously attacked, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe when the lights come back on, well, no, we're not going to see what happened. Well, we'll get the power maybe back on in the stadium. It looks maybe like Benji tried to attack Mark at the end of that match. We're not quite sure what happened there, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps there'll be some hidden footage that'll come out later. We'll have to wait and see, but Mark punches his ticket for the HMV qualifying match, and here we go, the last of the qualifiers for this week. Then we'll see the firefighter taking on the mystery. The firefighter, of course, won the last time around. Another victory here, punches his ticket to the HMV Steelbook match as well. Win for the mystery, and it's all reversed.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 240 pounds.
The mystery making his way down to the ring. He is a dangerous athlete in his own rights. Lasted right until the end in the Royal Rumble, only to be knocked out by the assassin ultimately. Lifts his hands high above for the KEW fans to cheer. And again, and here then comes the firefighter. The mystery, of course, is part of the Misfits tag team, which has been locked in that fierce and heated rivalry with the firefighter and the Atomic Andy, the safety Ben. The firefighter, though, should know that after beating him last time around, that he should have enough in the tank here.
Weighing in at 219 pounds, one half of the tag team champions.
He lifts the belt high above his head and makes his way down to the ring. Sliding in can see he's got the fancy watch on. Lifts the tag team title high for the KEW fans to see. As he slaps it on his shoulder and snaps off a salute to the KEW's adoring fans. Points to his belt one last time and lifts it high, maybe rubbing it in the face a little bit of the Mystery. The Mystery will know if his other tag mates can take the belt, and he'll have the opportunity to wear it himself down to the ring to help defend the title from time to time. He looks wide-eyed and focused, as does the firefighter. Here we go then, the pair of them locking horns once again. Mystery taking the firefighter over to the ropes, and the firefighter immediately sends him flying out over the top rope to the outside, going after him now, getting hold of that hooded cow, big right hander there, sends him down to the ground, rolls him over in a shot to the spine from those steel toe cap boots, picks the Mystery up now, scoops him up and slams him down face first right in front of the KEW fans. You can see they love that one. The fans on the outside, that little child who can just about see over the barricades, he's loving seeing the firefighter up close and personal. Maybe it's his hero in the KEW world. The Mystery storms back out there, perhaps playing a little bit of possum, as he flies over and gives a running DDT to the firefighter. Now charges into the corner with him, a big elbow strike there, sending the firefighter down to the ground, stomping on the side and the arm. Now picks him up gingerly, has hold of the arm, wrenching it there. Now going back after the back and the spine of the kidneys of the firefighter, picks him up slowly to his feet. The firefighter with an elbow there though to battle back out of the grasp, has hold of the Mystery, scoops him and slams him down and round now. Goes for the cover. One. Just a one count there though, ladies and gentlemen. And the Mystery slow back to his feet, looks a bit groggy as well. The firefighter has hold of him. The Mystery reverses out it, but then flips him down, and now he rolls away. Does the firefighter, a little punch there from the Mystery, and the two of them now exchanging blows. The Mystery with a couple of right-handers, and the firefighter can't get a hit in at all there. Hitting a chop from the Mystery, and a big forearm there sends the firefighter down to the ground. He takes a bow with the KEW fans' applause there, taking the time to perhaps rub it in a little bit to the firefighter. Big shot to the face there, has hold of him, and scoops him over in the Mystery package. 1, 2, and the firefighter gets a shoulder up at the last minute to kick out of that one, but the Mystery has started the faster of the two here. Gets the submission hold locked in now in the middle of the ring, and has the firefighter got enough left in the tank to kick out of this one, or to get out of it and not just give up? He's wrenching the arms and the legs. The power though from the firefighter as he battles back out of it, and the kick to the guts here has hold on the Mystery. Package suplex there, sends him down to the ground, and now we need to see some of that legendary stamina from the firefighter on display. He takes the Mystery over to the ropes, puts him on them now, big right hander there. We've seen it of course in the past where the firefighter has looked underwhelming in matches and then battled back into them, but here he's definitely started slow. He goes for the German suplex pin. There's the Mystery too. He gets a shoulder up again, does the firefighter. You can see there's significant damage has been done to the firefighter already, and the Mystery has another submission hold locked in as he takes him down to the ground. Another crossface, wrenching the back and the neck of the firefighter. Will he tap out of it? No, battles back out of it again. A few elbows there. Those elbows didn't look as powerful as normal though, looked a bit soft there. Gets hold of him now, gives him the little bunny flip there, sending him over towards the ropes to at least get a little bit of a breather. Elbow drop to the face of the Mystery as Mystery slow back to his feet. The firefighter will not want to let the opportunity to take a 2 or 3 match and send it to a third one. He'll want to put this away pretty swiftly here, and he'll be disappointed with his start so far to this one. Diving off the top rope now to the outside with a big crossbody there, right in front of that little child again. See the child's loving it as the firefighter drives the elbow right into the face of the Mystery, and another elbow to the chest there. The Mystery swift back to his feet, gets hold of the firefighter now, whips him back into the ring and takes the time to soak up the KEW's fans' applause. They're not very happy with him though as he throws the hand away at the end there and says, "I don't need your applause." Look at this, waiting now, perhaps goading his opponent on the outside up to a 5 count, and the firefighter has recovered fully in the ring and is ready for him. The Mystery should have looked to make more of that as now bunny hops him over again. Looks to go for a pinfall. Might take a bit more than that to put the Mystery away. Not even a 1 count. You can see the firefighter knows he made a bit of a judgment error there. Gets hold of him from behind now. Hooks him up on the shoulders. Is he going to go for the fireman's carry to put him away? Oh, the mystery though, with the elbows at the last second to battle back out of it. I thought that might be enough. And no, the mystery reverses into a mysterious neck breaker. Goes for the cover maybe. Does now. 1, 2, 3. It's enough from the mystery to send this one to a third pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me. We're going to have another match on the cards between those two yet to come. The mystery taking the second of the best of 2-3 series. Showing off to the fans here. He's not dead yet. He's ready to give it another go next week, and we'll see who of those two can qualify for the H&B Steelbook match. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some explosive matches here. Thank you for watching, and join us next week for the conclusion of the 2 of 3 here between the mystery and the firefighter. We'll see if the firefighter can actually punch his ticket to the Steelbook match. It'll be a shame not to see any of the safety men represented in that match, but we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.